Good morning, everybody. I am in Portland, Maine today. My client has an appointment down here in Portland, and I'm just sitting out here waiting in the car for her. So I figured I'd just jump on and say hello. It is 16 degrees here in Maine today. It's for a reason. So I just want to fill you guys in on a little story. I'm going to tell you what happened yesterday. So remember on the last video, I told you when I got home that I didn't think that we were getting the door put in. And when you know, when I got done with that video, I walk in the house and our door is completely taken out. Now, mind you, it's 19 degrees out yesterday. Feels like 5 degrees. It was so cold. My house was freezing. So the whole door was taken out. That was not part of what I thought was going to happen. And I go in and I said to Dana, I go, oh, I thought that wasn't happening today. He goes, oh, no, I told you it was. It's like, oh, no, you did not. We already agreed that we were going to wait till the new year. But it's okay. Guess what? The door's in. It's all done. Not all done. I mean, it's all in and secure. It just needs to get the trim work. And the door inside, the inside door, it's black on the outside, and the inside door needs to be stained. So we ended up getting a slider door, which is going to be so great because where I sit at my little office area and like where I have my sewing machine set up, you know, I'm in my kitchen when I do my sewing in the house. I have a door that opens inward toward my desk. So it's always a little squishy, and we leave our door open a lot. Most all summer that door is open because of the dogs coming in and out. So that door is open a lot, so I'm always a little squished right there with my little desk. So it's going to be nice because now there's a slider. It's not going to take any door space, and I can't wait to show you that finish too. I'm glad we decided to go with a slider because I think it's just going to be so nice to have all that extra room. So anyways, yeah, he did decide that the door was going in yesterday and not wait till January. One less thing that we'll have to do, and that's what I said to him last night. I go, well, the nice part is that's one less thing that we have to think about, and now it seems like the jobs that we do have left to do are relatively small, and that's going to be really nice because, as I've told you, it's been a really long haul of doing all these projects. It wasn't a weekend warrior kind of project. Now it seems like they could be, right? Like taking and decluttering is like quick and easy. I can do that really fast, like one area at a time, things like that. But as far as projects, you know, we do still need the new countertop put on. We've got to actually find a countertop that we want first. And that's a weekend warrior kind of a project. So that won't be a big deal. And it will have such a huge impact when it's done because it's going to look nice. It's really going to be noticeable, you know, so that's good. Yeah, it's 16 degrees here today. It was, my husband texted me this morning when he left for work and said it was -9. And it's just so cold. In our house, last night was so cold because for one, we had the door open, you know, a couple hours while the new door was getting put in. You know, it's a slider, and the hole that was there, it was a double door before, like the kind of swing in, and that one got taken out. So it's like 2 doors wide open in the house. It was freezing. And in my room right now, my room is the coldest room in the house. We have a very, very warm house. I don't want to act like it's a cold house, but it was so cold for everybody in the state last night that everybody was feeling it. And our house is a very, very warm house. Our house holds heat really well, but we still have our air conditioners in like our room and stuff, and the floor was cold. And then they'd gone up into the attic recently and did some work up there. I think a vent or something like that had to get put in, and they didn't close it back off, so that cold air is coming in, plus the air conditioner. So it was kind of funny. I had 2 unfinished quilts I had just taken out everything out of a closet and put it. That's the other thing. That closet's been emptied out too. The closet where the attic is. So that closet has been emptied out. So you can imagine I'm living in clutter. But yesterday when I got back, when I told you guys I was going to go in and get something done while I was waiting to get on that Zoom, and the door was out in the kitchen area. So it was so cold. There was no way I could sit out there. I ended up going to my room. At the time was like the warmest room in the house because the door hadn't been open. So I went in and I emptied out another closet, and I took everything out, put that on my bed, hoping I would really get to it. I got everything out. I sorted through the stuff, and then I was like, I ran out of time. Now I've got the 2 closets emptied out. So now my room is full, right? It's just such a mess. I just can't even stand it. Long story short, it was so cold in our room last night, and I had 2 unfinished quilts just laying on top of a basket of, I'll call them more clothes that I plan to sew with. I had just laid 2 quilts on there somewhere through time that needed to be finished, that I had brought in from my new sewing room because all they needed was binding. They didn't need anything else. They were probably out in the sewing area at one point, but then I moved them, kind of tuck them away. Wow, it was so cold last night. They were right there on the bed, and there they were just sitting there. And I put them on top of all of the blankets on my bed, and had to use those to cover over with, and just laughed because they're going to get washed obviously before I do anything with them anyway. But we had moved the clutter piles onto the floor so we could get into bed, and we had to cover over on top of the blankets with those 2 unfinished quilts, which was hilarious. And then I said to Dana, I go, hey, spread that one out. So he's like spreading it out upside down. I go, no, spread it the other way because I want to see what it looks like, because it's been so long since I made it. So I just was like, oh, that's so pretty. I can't wait to finish that quilt now. And all it needs is the binding. It's even already quilted. So it is going to be fun when I'm going through all of this stuff again, because it's going to push and make me get all these little things done, like get the binding on those and get those delivered to where they need to go. So sitting right here to my left, there's the ocean, and then there's this train, and it's the Maine narrow gauge train, and it's got lights on it, and it looks so pretty. And I saw a plane. I'm going to insert that picture too. I could just sit and watch jets all day long. I love watching the jets. As a matter of fact, when I was young, my dad, I was a young mom, and my dad would take us down to Portland. We'd go to the jet port. We'd go to Home Depot. He always called it Home Depot. He was funny. And we didn't have Home Depots around his town. He lived in the Lewiston area, and I lived in the Waterville area. We'd go out for dinner down in Portland area, go stop by Home Depot, and walk around. That was a fun event. Stop at LL Bean. That was a fun event. And we would sit watch the jets at the Portland jet port. And of course, you can't do that anymore because you can't get through security. We would just literally park, walk in, go sit in the terminal area where you were waiting for your plane, and we would just watch through the windows and watch the jets come in. Super fun. We would do that with our little kids, and so that was so much fun. So anyways, a jet just went by a few minutes ago. I did film it because it was just great, and it's right here. I must be right on the path of where they're going to start coming down. Actually, it is, because I can see there's these big white oil drums over there toward the ocean over here to my left. And I know that when I'm on the plane, I can always see those big oil drums as we're landing. So it's just right over there is where the jet port is. So when I get back today, me and my client, we're going to go do some errands real quick, and we've got to run to Walmart and stores and do a few things. And then when I get home, I'm hoping I can just really do paperwork. Dana just texted me and thought about going out for dinner or something tonight, and I said, I don't know. I've got so much paperwork to do. So, and my daughter's going to be home over the weekend, so I want to kind of be caught up on everything, because it is Christmas season, and I'd like to be caught up in the house a little bit before she gets back. I just talked to her this morning. She had 3 more days that she had to drive. She has a really long drive in Chicago to get to work, and we've got it down to 3 more sleeps. We always, in our house, we count everything by sleeps. They got 3 more sleeps before they get their big move going on, which is just so exciting, And they'll be back to warm weather in Nashville. I think Nashville's kind of cold. They went there the other day, and she said it was I don't know. It was 40 degrees. So it's not hot or anything, but way warmer than Chicago right now. way warmer than here, because right now we're in a cold spurt, and I think Chicago's in this cold spurt too. So, but they'll be back over the weekend at some point. I'm going to do my paperwork today, and then I'm just turning the camera on all the time and declutter. I'm going to declutter with you guys because I think I'm going to have a lot more fun. I have a lot of fun doing this. I tell you that all the time. I tell that to Dana all the time too. I was talking to my best friend the other day, and she's like, I can't believe that you like to do that. She goes, I would have absolutely no interest. And every single person that's ever said that to me, I'm like, I just love doing this. I don't know. I have so much fun. To me, it's just a blast. I just love these little personal vlogs too. It's just my day in my life. Like, here's my crazy life, and I get to share it with you guys, and I think it's so much fun. And I love watching videos like that. And my friend says, I can't even imagine, like, she would never watch anything like this because she doesn't watch anything on YouTube. My goodness, that's all I watch is YouTube. I don't watch any other channels. I'm not even kidding. Netflix. I got rid of all of our cable. We only had basic cable. I've never spent much money on cable because we were just never that house. We didn't have a lot of those fun channels. And I even got rid of our basic cable. But, we do have Netflix and Disney, and so I guess when you add all that up, actually, I think one of my daughters is now paying for the Disney. So that worked out good because we don't watch those channels. We only watch YouTube. We watch YouTube for everything. It's funny what we watch. It's pretty comical. We like to watch a lot of fix-it shows and how-tos, and it's very, very fun. I love watching YouTube videos, and I love watching videos just like this video. So that's why I do this, because it's like, well, remember I was telling you the other day about this lady that I found, and she really was inspiring to me because she was saying, there's people. Your target are your people, even like the people your age. If you like watching it, then they're going to like watching it. So then I was like, yeah, for sure. I love watching. I find random people on there, and I'm just like, going on shopping haul with them or whatever they're doing. I'm just loving it. I love hearing about their days. I think it's fun. So that's why I'm here. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I do. And anytime you guys want to leave a comment, please leave me comments. I love them. I will answer all of your comments. Don't leave me bad comments, because I don't like those that much. If you've got something bad to say, then you don't need to leave a comment. But if it's all happy and you like enjoying this, then that's great. If you don't like it, then I just say, keep on going by. That's what our little fingers are for. Scroll past, scroll past. I might have the whole day tomorrow to be home, which I'm so excited. If I do, I'm going to make videos for sewing. I need to get caught up on some sewing. So I might be doing that, and hopefully I'm going to work on that video, that Christmas video I want to show you guys about my little closet that I want to get through all that stuff. I've already filmed a whole bunch of it, so it will be relatively easily. It won't be too hard for me to finish that little video. I just tried to put this like CapCut editing system in my phone, thinking maybe I could edit some of this stuff on my phone when I'm sitting here waiting, because I always do it at my desk when I'm home on my big screen, because it's hard to work off of iPhone, if you ask me. It's hard to like maneuver my finger on that little tiny phone. So I was hoping that maybe CapCut would work out for me. But I sat here for a few minutes and played around trying to learn their little editing system. And I don't think that's going to be a problem, but I think the problem is doing it from my phone. It wasn't going to work. I spent about 10 or 15 minutes already this morning here as I was waiting before I came on to do this video, thinking, oh, I could edit another video while I'm waiting. And yeah, that didn't work out so good. I said, nah, this is taking way too much time trying to do the edits. So I was like, I'll wait till I get home and do it on my computer, not on the phone. That's what I'm gonna. I guess that was a waste of time even trying to download the little editing system onto this phone, just because I thought it would work, but no, it's a little too difficult. And if it's difficult, I'm not gonna do it. So, but today's plan is paperwork. I am bombarded with paperwork. I haven't even got ready for the next tax season. I don't need to get taxes ready. That's not what I'm doing. But I got to get files taken out, organized, and new files put back in the drawer. At least get ready to start filing for the new year coming. So, at least when I mean filing, I mean, you pay the bill and you file it in the folder labeled, and all the other folders would be put away until I'm ready to do tax time, which I don't like to do tax time till, the 13th of April. I know I'm not alone on that either. We wait right up till the last second. Every year I say I'll get better at that. I will have it ready as soon as I file it away and get the new stuff out for the new year. And of course, I haven't figured that out yet. And now I don't really care. Now I own it. I own that it'll get done before the deadline. My daughter gave me 3 humongous bags of clothes, so big that I couldn't even carry them. They literally needed to have 3 bags per one huge bag. You couldn't carry it without ripping the bag. It was so full. So I ended up going through those. I picked out stuff that I wanted. I have 2 nieces that I'm going to give some of the clothes to, and I kept a whole bunch of clothes to cut up for my sewing room. I got a whole basket full to give to my client too. And I like the clothes that have like the cotton fabrics that I can use in my sewing room. I like a lot of the stretchy stuff too, just because I can like make dolls and stuff with it. That's all in my room too, that I need to get that taken care of. But my trunk right now is full. My car is full of bags that I need to drop off to my nieces. I need to get them out of my car though. At least I got them into the car though, and out of the house, because that's the other thing. That's part of my problem, is I get it in the house and then I got to get it back out. So yesterday though, when I did get back to my house, when I went in my room, when I emptied out one of the closets a little bit, I just emptied out the bottom part. I probably took 10 things out of my closet really quick, and a couple of things I didn't want anymore, but it were just the things that I knew that I was never going to wear them. But a few of them, probably 6 of the items, were to go into my fabric pile because they were nice cotton fabric. They were some dresses that I'm never going to wear them. But I can use them to work with as fabric up in my sewing room. So I did manage to get those out though. So that was a good feeling, because I'm trying to do these really quick, not think about it, like what don't you use? Boom, 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 boom. And I'm going to do a video soon of that too. I will be making a video really soon of that. So, I want to just tell you, so right now, the phone thing yesterday, I told you that's not working. It only clips to a visor and only on the metal part of my visor. But right now I actually have it on the steering wheel, and I kind of like it. Don't think it was all that much money. I think I am going to keep it and keep looking for something else for my car that does clamp a little bit better. I wanted something to clamp to my dashboard that had a clamp. So as I touch my steering wheel, you can see my phone start bobbing. I think yesterday's video was kind of fine. I looked at it and I thought the phone was going to bob a lot more than it did. It looked like it was all right. So yeah, I think I'm going to keep that little phone. Oh, there's a jet. Can you see the big jet? I literally love watching those jets. When you're coming into Portland from the north and you're heading south, you can always look over to your right and you can see the planes just coming in. I know at the airport, I've seen it where in the dark, you can just see the lights coming in, constantly coming in behind you when you're coming in for a landing. And that's pretty cool too. There's this place, I think in Maryland, where I'm gonna go there sometime when we're traveling. I can't remember where it is. I need to Google it. I've seen it so many times, like on, the videos that say, oh, the most extreme places or things like that. We watch a lot of stuff like that. Oh, you hear the seagulls. That's a nice sound too. This place that I'm talking about, I think it's in North Carolina or South Carolina. So all the jets come in and you stand behind the fence. I think there's the ocean, and then there's a fence to the airport. But you literally lay down and the jets come in. I mean, they're not going to hit you, but they're so close to you that you're like laying down and they're just like flying over you. I don't know why, but I always think that would be so fun. I think one of these days we're just going to find this place on one of our trips, and I'm going to do that. I'll be the only one getting out of the car to go have this jet come right over me. No, it vibrates. It's kind of scary, right? Because you've got this jet just about going to hit you. It just looks fun. Okay, that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Remember to keep it simple. Have a great day. Please like and subscribe. Bye. Say bye, little Miss Reddy Thready.